Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're so happy to have a great guest today with us, Cheryl McKay.
Yeah.
And Cheryl is the writer of the screenplay for the award-winning film, The Ultimate Gift, one of my favorite movies. And her screenplay, Never the Bride, has been adapted into a novel for Random House Publishers, and it was just recently released. Welcome. We're glad to have you with us.
Thank you guys so much for having me on your show. You guys have a great sense of humor.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You know, when I walked into the house today, this actually happened. I walked into the house today, and the movie, The Ultimate Gift, was playing. Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
I got to watch just a little bit of it, and I asked them. They really like it. It must be a good movie. Tell us about it just a little bit. How the making of it, where it came from, what's it about?
It was such an awesome experience because it was my first feature film experience, and it was definitely a job that God gave me and just handed it to me as a gift, so it's so appropriately titled. But right before I got the job, it was out of Charlotte, North Carolina. It was at a time when my dad had to have heart surgery. And so walking through that experience with him and, you know, praying for him to live was I became a different person after going through that experience. And then I got the job at the end of the trip, right after his surgery. And when I read that book, I was like, wow, I have such a new appreciation for life. And one of the #1 themes of that story is the gift of a day, through the whole story with Abigail Breslin's character who's dying of cancer. And so I got the job from someone who had hired me from other projects in North Carolina. So the best part about that was we got to shoot there. So I got to come home to Charlotte for the shoot from Los Angeles and got to throw my parents in there as extras.
Oh, that's fun to get to have your mom and dad as extras. That's pretty cool.
And did I hear you say yesterday, when we first met you yesterday, you're in there somewhere too?
Yes, I am. I'm in a bus scene after the Thanksgiving fight that they had.
I'm going home fast forward. I'm going to find that.
Just don't blink. So.
Okay. And 20th Century Fox picked it up? Was it 20th Century Fox? I think I looked on the back of it. That's big stuff.
Yeah,
Big
and it
stuff,
sold
good stuff.
over 1 million copies.
It's a great story.
And still selling.
Yes.
And they can still get it?
Yes, they can still get it.
Amazon.com?
Yes.
The Ultimate Gift.
Yeah.
But now she's got a new
I know,
project.
and Kathy is so excited about this.
Yeah.
She's been talking about it all week.
Yeah, you have a new book, and something newly released, and I want you to tell us all about it.
Sure.
It's called Never the Bride. Can I tell you that much?
Yes, it's called Never the Bride, and it was originally a screenplay that I had written first, and then my friend Renee Gutteridge helped me adapt it into a book because the formats are so different. But I'll tell you just a little bit about the story. It's about a girl named Jessie who accuses God, you know, God Almighty, of being asleep on the job of setting up her love story, and God shows up to face the charges. And he tells her he can't write her love story if she doesn't surrender the purple pen, and that's the pen she's been using her whole life to write down in her journals what her love story should be.
Well, Kathy has thoroughly enjoyed it, and she'd read it, and she'll get to the end and find out what happens and all that kind of stuff. But it's you've done a good job with it, and yeah, we're real happy.
Can't wait to see it made into a movie.
Yes.
That's next, a movie.
Yes. And if I could just say one other thing that I hope that people would get of a message from the story is that when you think God is doing nothing, that you're going to wake up one day and realize he's been at work the entire time, but he likes to work behind the scenes, and he wants our faith.
Good message, good book. Where can they get this book then? Same?
Amazon.com,
Just
Noble,
go
Random House.
Get the book, get the movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here's her, now she gets her big television debut. You're going to introduce the next skit for us, okay?
All right. Well, it seems that not all TV marriages are made in heaven. Dysfunctional marriages can sure produce some messed up kids. Here, Al and Peg Bundy talk about their kids' spiritual state in our own version of Married with Pagans.